Arise, awake, set your shoulders on the wheel. As you have come into this world, leave some mark behind. Otherwise, what's the difference between you, the trees, and the stones? They too come into existence, decay, and die. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a man, Mr. James, my brother, my extended family, who is destined to make such an indelible difference in the society. Someone who came to Ghana from India 16 years ago. A year later, his brother Emmanuel joined him, and together they formed a small company called Kingdom XM. Fast forward, 13 years later, Kingdom XM is now a big group of company with 10 verticals. All of them are doing exceptionally well. Small beginnings, incremental improvements, consistent performance, and indomitable possibilities. I'm not here to glorify his success. Everybody knows about it. But I'm here to share profound experiences that I had with James and his brother Emmanuel. I don't know where is he sitting, because it's very difficult to talk about James without referring to Emmanuel. They are like Tom and Jerry, they exist, mutually exist, and they complement each other. 3 different scenes, okay, which I want to share with you personally. 2 years ago, 2019, when they both of them were sitting in a business meeting, they received a call from Kumasi. So someone calling them and saying that there is a couple who's attempting to commit suicide. They poisoned themselves. Is there anything that you guys can do to save them? Immediately, they excused themselves from the meeting. They rushed towards the scene. Along the way, they even called some of the people who are there in the vicinity, asked them to come to the scene, and when they entered, the house was locked from inside. They broke the door open. They found the couples lying on the floor, absolutely unconscious. Though they called for the ambulance, they didn't wait for the ambulance to come. They took the couples in their vehicle. They took them to the nearest hospital in the Spintex Road. And parallelly, they were also making arrangements in the Ridge Hospital for them to get a better treatment. Almost 10 hours, they were with them. They took them through. They prayed with them. And after 10 years, they came back to life. On that day, they just didn't save 2 lives. They saved the dignity of 2 families. They saved a 14-year-old boy from becoming an orphan. And that's James for you. On another incident, okay, this happened in Benin. Can you imagine one Indian brother is sick, who's terminally ill, he has a liver infection, he's suffering in Benin. And you know what these guys did? They arranged an ambulance, they arranged an escort all the way from Benin. Through the Togo border, they got him, they admitted him in Kolibu Hospital. They even went to an extent of calling his brother from India, arranged his visa, arranged his tickets, they got him there. And after 10 intensive days, I think they even put 2 of their staff there, permanently stationed in the hospital, with enough cash in hand to meet the requirements. And after 10 days of treatment, that man who we thought almost he is gone. You should have seen the photograph. You should have seen the condition in which he was brought to the hospital and the way he walked out of the hospital so briskly. And it's nothing less than a miracle. Can you imagine? These guys, he didn't even know that person existed 10 days ago. And this is what he does. And that's James for you. And sorry for taking the time. One last, my personal experience, okay? Somewhere last year in July, around this time, I was casually talking to him. Almost every week we speak to each other, we exchange pleasantries. One such conversation, last year in 2019 in July, I casually asked him, do you know of anyone coming from Dubai or from US? Because I had an 8-year-old daughter who wanted a very, very unique Barbie doll house, which was not available. In September, 2 months later, it was her birthday, so I wanted to surprise her with that gift. I just casually told him I totally forgot about it. In the first week of September, I had an incident back home in India. My brother was tested positive for COVID, and 2 weeks later, we lost him. So September 20th, I lost him. And September 28th was my daughter's birthday. And obviously, celebrations was out of question. And you know what happened? On the day of the birthday, around 8 p.m., that was a working day, Wednesday, I believe, both the brothers, James and Emmanuel, with their family, show up in front of our house. They had a huge birthday cake, plenty of gifts. And it was not that was surprising. They called me aside. And they told me something very profound, which I still keep it very close to my heart. Exactly in those words. PT, I understand your loss. We really feel the pain that you're going through. But if your brother was alive, if he was here in Ghana, he would have done the exact same thing we are doing. Imagine who would do that for you. And that's not the surprise. And that's not the surprise. They had a lot of gifts, and among those gifts, there was a huge gift which was wrapped, which was almost 3 feet tall. After they left, we opened the gift, and surprisingly, a gift that I told him 2 months ago, which I casually mentioned, the Barbie doll house, which my girl was longing for, it was there right in front of her. Imagine the 8-year-old. So this is what sets them apart from the crowd. The element of selflessness they have, and to the extent that they go to keep the people around them happy. Because you're not remembered by what you have. You're always remembered by what you give to the society. And that's James for you guys. On that note, let me sign off by wishing him every success in his new role as a chairman for IITC. Keep growing and keep glowing, brother. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramdas. Now, another person that I'm sure